Hello, it's me again, back as promised to explain the sleep magic technique really fast. Normally I would go into a lot of detail about this on these videos. I can't. It is available in the book, Sleep Magic, Surrendering to Success. If you want to pick that up on Amazon.com, you can. You can also just subscribe to my blog on my website, which is VictoriaPendragon.com. There's a lot about it on there as well. Okay, the idea, sleep magic is cellular reprogramming. The foundation of that is that you have to develop a relationship with your body. Most people do not have one. We're not taught to have one. It's not our fault. We're taught, in fact, to ignore our bodies as children, to ignore their basic desires, their prime desires, not the things we can't ignore, of course. But we never develop the kind of relationship you need to have where the body actually trusts you, because we do so many things that are not good for the body doesn't like. So first of all, with sleep magic, you begin to develop the relationship with your body by telling it, literally, out loud or in your mind, doesn't matter to me, doesn't matter to your body, that you are grateful to it for everything that it does. Everything. It does so much that, were I to list it, we would run out of time on 2 videos. So whatever you can think of, thank it for. The premise of wanting to change your cellular programming is you have a life. If you're really happy with your life and everything's perfect, you don't really need to change anything. Obviously, you've had a marvelous upbringing, and life has brought you marvelous things, because it's in our childhood that we learn this stuff about what life has to offer. However, most people's lives are fraught with some repetitive issues. Some people have problems with relationships continuously. Some people have problems with money continuously. Some people have problems with jobs, finding one they like, finding one they can stay with. Sleep magic can help with all of that, because all of that comes from unconscious programming that's in your body. So what you want to do after you've thanked your body and you begin to develop this relationship with it, promising that you'll do what it wants and not what you want, or not what somebody else wants. You focus on something that's happened that's upset or disturbed you, something that doesn't feel right. And you acknowledge to your body that you know, that it knows, that this thing happened, and it doesn't feel right and it doesn't feel good. Then you acknowledge to your body that you know that the reason this happened is because you have something inside you that has drawn this to you. That's the law of attraction, after all, a very physical thing, not a mental thing. Thank you very much. It's a physical thing, and it has to change at a physical level to change. So you tell your body that you know that it's holding on to something, though you don't necessarily know what. In fact, you rarely know what. And you tell your body that it would be okay with you if it was comfortable to let that go, whatever that is, that has drawn this unpleasant incident to you. You tell it can let it go. You tell it if it feels empty, after it lets it go, it can fill up the empty space by expanding something good that's happened to it at some point, so that it doesn't feel empty. It's an old saying, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. The body kind of works on that. So sometimes it can be reluctant to let go of something. And sometimes your request, which by the way needs to be followed with a thank you very much for helping me, because again, that gratitude thing, you can't beat. You've got to get that in there. And I've lost track of where I was. But, okay, see, oh yes, if the body's not comfortable, it may generate something like a bad dream or a nightmare, or, as happened with me last night, it won't let you go to sleep. If you find that you're being kept awake, that's an easy one. You can say, okay, body, I'm sorry. I get it. I know that you can't handle this right now, so I'll come back with it later. And say thank you for trying, and your body will then let you go to sleep. And you can try later. Your first inroad there will be remembered by the body. So that next time you try it, in let's say a month or so, because you want to give it some time to recover from something that startled it. You want to be gentle with your body always. The next time, it may approach it for you, because it'll know you were interested, and it'll have time to process that. A month is always a good time because it allows the body to go through the full lunar cycle of waxing and waning, and that affects the waters of the body just as it affects the waters of the earth. So you allow the body to process in that way and try again later. Should you have a bad dream or something like it, or wake up feeling angry, afraid, whatever, something unpleasant, you can know that the body has addressed the issue, and that what has happened is either A, it did let it go for you, and you felt that unpleasantness leaving, or B, it let some of it go, but there's still some agitation there. And you can always address that the following night, very simply, because clearly the body was ready for it, it addressed it, it feels comfortable. The following night you can just say to the body, yeah, I know you remember how we felt this morning when we got up, or how we felt in that dream. And just in case there's anything else that needs to go, you have my permission to let it go, to the degree that it's comfortable for you. And then thank it again. It's a pretty simple process. It's pretty straightforward. Granted, there are lots of ways to use it that I don't have time to get into on this video. And there are subtleties about the thanking and the gratitude. And you can use sleep magic to make good things better, as well as to let go of things that are not so good. You can use sleep magic. It's wonderful for studying for students. If you're learning something and you let your body know when you're in the process of learning, or before you're about to learn, that you want that information to be more deeply integrated into the cells of your body. You know, when you know something by heart, learning does get into the body. And sleep magic can help you integrate that fabulously. So I recommend all those things. There's my buzzer. That's all I've got. And run with it. Bye.